Yeah, welcome to this new era. It changes a lot. So it now changes into spirits, abundance, intimacy, strength, presentness, ambition, readiness, intuition, and courage. So it is a very, very individual era that is coming now. This is why you see yoga studios coming or popping up everywhere. People who are doing human design, for example, or astrology, or gene keys, or channeling. So it is all about finding your individual spirit, your individual abundance, who you want to be intimate with, to find your inner strength, to be in the now, to be very ambitious, to be ready to use your intuition with courage. So let's look into this. This new era that is coming is called the cross of the sleeping phoenix. And as a phoenix, the old has to die first. And why does it has to die? So maybe you heard already also some channelings who say the light will win. We were light workers. And I said, yes, the light will win. Why? Because in these eras and this cycle, so this precision of the equinox. So imagine here on this side is 12,000 years ago. And here on this side, we are now. And imagine this is just the sun. Yeah, so and this is like the light that it shines. So, and the earth is somewhere, I don't know, like here. So imagine it's like a horizon. So 12,000 years ago, Atlantis fell. And we went into here, down here, like the dark ages. So I please use your imagination now, okay? Because this is not showing it what I'm explaining. But imagine it's like this would be here the night. So we went into the night. And when you think of that, someone would just switch off the light right now, we would still know, oh, this is Monica when we bump into each other. Oh, this is someone else. I know this person. But then the further we approach, it's kind of like we lose ourselves. We then at some point bump into each other and we are so scared because we don't recognize them as another person that we kind of then stab each other and kill each other. And where we are right now is here. So we are right here and the sun is below the horizon. But as with the normal sunrise, you know that when the sun is already below the horizon, it will come up. And you can already see that it's getting brighter and brighter. And meaning that now is this time where all the shadows come up. What we see on social media, what we see with in the US and like with wars around the world, is kind of like the light. Yes, it will win because the sun is coming up now and this golden era will start. This era will come next year. It will start here, but it will take a full 400 years almost to be fully there. Yeah, so this is how much time we have to then really fully live everything that you see written here. But it is really like the sun is below the horizon, but we already see now, oh my God, what mess did we do when it was night? It's like in this movie Hangover, you know? It's like when they wake up and they think, oh my God, what have we done last night? Yeah. So it is messy, it is ugly. And the next 40 years, I can tell you, they will not be nice because we will see what we have done wrong. But it was not wrong. It was just an experience here in this wheel, in this program that we are living, in this game that we're playing. So the new plan is then to be courageous. And the new way is to, sorry, here is it two times. The new way is to be, it should be abundantly and in tune, or abundant and in tune with your individual spirit. This is why lots of people right now, they seek they really seek, they feel empty inside, they need to find their spirit, they need to find who they really are. And this is why lots of people love to do a reading, whatever reading that is, if that is like going to a medium, going to Monica, to me, to someone else, to really finding your spirit. So if you have this inner feeling, then go for it. Find your individual spirit. The witness in this time are the people who are ambitious and use social and mystic connections. So especially the mysticism is coming up more and more now. Also, the nature is of how we do it, like the nature of how we do it is with our innate strength in the now. So the gate 34 is our power, and it sits in the sacral center, meaning it is super important for all of us to be connected to our life force. How much energy do we have every single day for the tasks that we do? So we really need to find a connection to our strength. And again, I can tell you from human design, this is super, super individual. We will also go away from influencers and people who say, oh, this is how it is, follow me, I have the solution. Because there is no generalized solution anymore. There is only an individual solution in the future. The example is our intuition. So our intuition is key, to be connected to our intuition, to let us guide by our intuition, especially in the next years to come, where all the old structures that we created out of fear, out of not knowing and not seeing, because we were blind for so many years, you know. So we need to dismantle and reorganize everything. Everything that's not dynamic, everything that is not like nature, everything that is not in a cycle and is flowing is really something that will fade away. The new temple, where the old temple was work and hardworking, is now intimacy and, sorry, it should be bonding. There's another spelling mistake. So to be in connection, like sacred cycle, sisterhood, brotherhood, but not alone this. So there will still be people who do science, of course, but not just that they say, well, I'm a math teacher and I only believe in math and I don't go with like the biology teacher, professor. So here, bonding means, and intimacy means, to really be in connection and in communication with a different field and connect the dots in between. So witness are people who, so this lock gate, the 13th gate, is the gate who is really keeping the past. Also here, the witness are the people who are still able and capable to connect with the inner truth. Like, as I said, like Tesla, who was able to connect with the divine. Or I love the quote, for example, from Michelangelo, who said, I mean, he was a sculptor, he did sculpture, no? And so he said once, sculpture is already in the stone, but only the people who let themselves be guided, or their hand be guided by God, can free the sculpture out of the stone. Meaning this person was a witness. Yeah, this was a witness of the inner truth that we need for the new cycle. So this year is something that is needed for in 400 years, you can say. So meaning the people still keep this social structure. So the witness here are the people who remember how it was, how to be socially connected, because we